Cordell Prime presents Transformers Generations Soundwave. Now, currently at this time it is 12:34 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I cannot seem to sleep, so I decided, hey, why not do a review? So, this is Soundwave. This is, of course, his Generations toy. Now, the sad thing is, I'm a Transformers fan, but I do not own, nor have I played the War for Cybertron game, but this is Soundwave as he appeared in the game. Now, I don't know too much on Soundwave from the games, but I do know that in G1 Soundwave, of course, he was a micro cassette player. He housed the cassette bots for the Decepticons, which were Laserbeak, Ravage, Ratbat, and Buzzsaw. Oh, Rumble and Frenzy. Almost forgot. And I believe there was a toy made for one Overkill, but I don't remember Overkill much at all. So, Soundwave housed all of those cassette bots, and he was Megatron's most trusted lieutenant. He's kind of like a drone. In G1, he was voiced by Frank Welker, who also voiced Megatron. When Frank would do any line that was spoken by Soundwave, he would put his voice would be put through a synthesizer. I don't know really what it really was, to get that mechanical, computerized sound. It's a pretty cool effect, but he was kind of like a mindless drone, so I don't believe he had much of a personality or anything like that, but that was basically it. He's, of course, one of the few Transformers from the original series that survived through the movie, and basically beyond that. He is, of course, a well-known character, very iconic. In fact, he did have an Autobot equivalent, which was Blaster. He was a very well-recognized character. He did have different incarnations throughout the other series. I don't really remember anything else he was in, but I believe he was in Transformers Cybertron. He had an incarnation there. He is, of course, in Revenge of the Fallen. He's the satellite. In fact, he's the one that launches Ravage onto Earth. And we don't know what he's going to be in Dark of the Moon. Is he still going to be there? We don't know. Like I said, the movie isn't really out yet, so yeah. So here is the Generations toy for Soundwave. It is, of course, in the fan-made boombox mode. He does have this, like, Cybertronian armored car mode. That's the Hasbro version of his vehicle mode, but this, I believe, is more accurate, because I've just heard this, but I've heard that this is more accurate to the way he was portrayed in the actual game, and this is my preferred way of having him, because he does look more G1 accurate. It's a nice looking alt mode. Pretty cool. In terms of his robot junk, though, you've got, of course, his feet up here, but you can't really tell. Back here, these are his arms. Can't really tell about those. And back there, that's his head. It's not that bad, the way it's all folded up. You do have to use these wheel things back here as a support for him. Otherwise, he's just going to fall over. His chest, of course, can open like it did on the original G1 figure, but no cassettes, just weapon storage. And if you can tell, I don't know if you can see that well, but if you look closely, you can actually see that, like the G1 toy, these weapons actually look a bit like batteries. Pretty cool. So it's nice looking. It's very G1 accurate paint job, and of course you got a Decepticon logo right there. Very nice, very accurate mode. The transformation's pretty simple. You just want to straighten out the legs. The ball joint, as you can see, is right there. I don't really think you can see that, so. But it's right. It's pointing up. You want to rotate it until it's pointing down, and fold his arm down. Well, not his arm, his leg. Rotate it at the thigh, and then fold down the foot. Push the foot in to connect it. camera. Fix his legs same way. Now you got his legs done. You come up here and you want to detach his arms. Just lift them up. You just lift them up for now. Disconnect this top section. It's a bit of a pain in the butt. Once you get it though, there you go, and it will reveal, of course, his head. Rotate his arms down. Fold this piece in. And if I can get it now. Here we are. Not bad. You're almost done here. You want to take his hand here and you want to fold it out. And here you have Soundwave in his robot mode. Now, as I said, you can of course open up his chest if you want a more G1 accurate Soundwave. There is of course inside there his weapons. So I'll try to remove those. Like so. Here you have his weapons. And once again, this will give you a closer look. You can actually see what looks actually like battery, kind of like battery details, so it's a nice little G1 homage that they threw in. You do of course have his classic shoulder cannon, which you can have as a gun, but it's more made for shoulder cannon. You got the hole there, no hole there. Just peg it in. Oh. There we go. I guess of course you most likely can do that with the with this too. This is of course his handgun. You will notice though that there's nothing sticking out. Well, back here if you push in on this, it'll extend out and extend this part. So I take out my flashlight that is of course part pen, because I can't seem to get it to pull out. But once you get it out, I give it a quick little tug that kind of holds it in. But it does kind of look like the missile. It kind of looks like his gun from the original G1 toy that had the missile in it. You can, of course, fit it into either hand, so if you want him to be left or right-handed, whatever you want your toys to be, it's your imagination. Yeah. Just... not good. It's a pretty tight fit. As you can see, though, now you got a much more G1 accurate Soundwave. In terms of his articulation, his head, it can rotate all the way around. Arms can rotate all the way around. They can go in and out slightly. He can bend here at the elbow. Well, not the elbow, here on the arm. It rotates just below that joint. He bends at the elbow. He does have wrist articulation, but it's really stiff on mine, so I don't do it that often. This is an active problem with mine. When I transformed him once, this piece came out, and now it's like, it just won't stay in. I'll get it to stay in like once or twice, but then it just sticks right out. There's nothing at the waist. The legs will go forward. They will go back. They will go in and out. They will rotate at the thigh, bend at the knee, and the foot has some pivot, so you get that. It's pretty nice. In terms of his size comparison, I forgot to take a transformer down from my collection, but here he is next to my flashlight. Or, if you want, another flashlight, more heavy duty. And as you can see, this flashlight is bigger than him. I don't have much here, so we'll try this guy. This guy seems really familiar to you. He did have his own review, and he has appeared in others, so there you go. You get to see a good scale. Die, human. Why is it Hal always gets killed in my reviews? Weird. Alright, now before I go, I'm going to mention his head sculpt. His head sculpt is a very nice, accurate depiction of Soundwave. Like I said, I do not own the game, so I can't really say if it's accurate or not, but it does look very Soundwave-esque with the visor the mouth plate kind of a similar Prime style. And then like just the headpiece, it really does look nice. And, excuse me. And for some reason on the back here, he's got light piping, yet his eyes are painted. So, just for fun, check it. You can kind of see it coming through. Kind of see it coming through that one little spot there on in his eyes. And if that doesn't do it for you, let's go with the heavy duty light. There you go. You see that? Some of it's coming a little bit through the paint too. Pretty cool. I just felt like doing it. So basically, that is it for Soundwave. Don't send me any hate mail for not showing the vehicle mode. There are other reviews of him that do show it. But in my honest opinion, pick this guy up. He is a great figure to have in your collection. He's actually a great update to the original G1 figure, which is great after what we got with Revenge of the Fallen, the satellite, which was a little, ugh, I never picked it up anyway. I did get him, though, because I like the way he looks. He does look very accurate to Soundwave. Great articulation. And, of course, like I showed, you can give him a more accurate mode. Just a great figure. So, hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Now I gotta try to get some sleep. Bye.